So there's a difference between intention and deprivation. I think of deprivation as one side and intention is the other side. Intention is different because what you do is create support systems to create behavior change. So an easy one that I gave you before was putting the chips in the cabinet, right? Like that's an easy one. Obviously things get a lot more complex, but I'm showing you that if you don't have the chips in the cabinet, that is an intentional act. Walking to see, one of the big things that I did when I first started even embarking on the idea of losing weight was walking everywhere. That is an intention. That is not a deprivation. It felt good to me. It was something I could sustain, and it wasn't burdensome. And in the deprivation side, what you're doing is outsourcing that question, right? You're saying, what do I need? Tell me what I got to do to lose weight. But in intentional living, that question is flipped. What do I need to sustain the practices for the outcome to be a healthy weight that I can live with for the rest of my life? Very different question. Very different modus operandi when you start exploring that question. The intentional living has everything to do with you and your real life, which are massively important. And it puts you in the day to day. I'll talk a little bit more about this in another one of these, but the idea you need something that you can do almost every day. Your day to day is super important. It's routines, it's all kinds of stuff. And so what you can do in a day is really what you can do in a week, what you can do in a month, what you can do in a year, what you can do for the rest of your life. Number 4, each action you take or change is focused on permanence. Doesn't matter, food, movement, altering your relationships, altering how much time you have in the day for all of this. Those are done with permanence in mind. And here's why I like this. No more fantasy thinking. Like, I could be this person who gets up at 5 a.m. to do boot camps. Really? You could? Because you'd be doing that. You'd be doing that. Or you would have been more interested in it or whatever. Like you sustaining those fantasies, I'll put it another way. Sustaining those fantasies, it's what blocks you from doing things that are permanent. And also the idea of permanence means that you have to be more realistic about what it is that you can accomplish. And that's okay. That's not a defeat. That's not a defeat. You don't need anything glimmery or over the top. What you need to be able to do is do it each and every day. What can you do in a day? What can you do in tomorrow? And the idea of permanence means, well, I don't think I can run a 5K every day, but I bet I could walk every day. And if you can do something every day, chances are that that will become part of your life and part of your self-concept. These are very healthy things. And really, they speak to how people actually change.